Hello everyone, welcome to Hook, Line and Sinker, coming to you today from the beautiful, sort of foreboding waters of Bass Strait, Andrew.
One of the most notorious pieces of water in Australia, Nick. It's claimed many a ship over the years.
Yes, and it's claiming my nostrils because Bass Strait is famous. We're on the Victorian side of Bass Strait and it's famous for its shark fishing. And shark fishing's all about stink and burley, and we are mixing up an evil concoction of burley to throw over the side here because today we hunt sharks. It's very, very exciting. Let's get the show on the road. How's that burley? This is truly, truly unpleasant.
No.
Let's get this show on the road. Ooh. We're not saying that we're going to catch big fish.
As is.
Whoa!
You want to jump in, have a swim?
You're a twit.
I'm on a gun!
It's a point well made, although you didn't make it that well. Hey, Martin!
I love it. I love it. I think we're bogged.
That's not different.
No.
All right, now we have got the best in the business today. A man, a family of 150 years experience fishing this area. Andrew Horn, Proline Charters, mate. Welcome back to Hook, Line and Sinker.
Thanks, Nick. Good to be here.
Tell us the story of the day as you would see it unfold. What are we doing? We've chucked in some horrible things, some
15 miles out, bit of current coming through from the shank,
yes,
Cape Shank for those that are not knowing.
yes,
A burley mix of fish offal, ab guts, cubing with a few pilchards, our bread bag with a burley with a surface trail of tuna oil. As you can see, there's our trail.
our slick, if
There
you
it
will.
is.
And we are hopeful of today catching a mako shark. And this area is quite famous for its mako shark.
Quite possible to get a mako from anywhere between 20 kilo to 300 kilo. So
All right.
it's one thing you never know out here as to what size mako is going to come up the trail.
And we've picked this spot. We're in about 70 metres of water. I guess what's important now is that we stick with it. We don't break the trail because the trail is all important.
Exactly, exactly. And shortly we'll start jigging up a few squid or jigging up a few cooter.
Yep.
And that's hopefully what the sharks are going to be floating around here for, just to feed on the squid and the cooter that are down here. So
It's a waiting game.
it is. We wait and watch this beautiful glassy trail.
Smelly, horrible, good conditions for seasickness. Mal de mer today. Hardy's prone. So that might be entertaining if nothing else.
True. The reflection of the coat on his chin, is it the reflection or is that him turning green?
All right, we're still waiting for this little fella to come back, but there's a few things that you can do to increase your chances, isn't there? And that's create a bit of activity of your own. So, Andrew, we dropped down a squid jig.
You've done a great job here.
Yeah. I've done very well. Now, what have you got on the go here, brekkie?
Oh, a bit of brekkie for us, mate. A couple of egg and bacon rolls for us all.
Yeah, that ought to make us feel better.
Can I compliment you on your jacket?
Bullimore! I'm like Tony Bullimore!
You've really gone to some sort of effort today. You look like a homeless person. Not that there's anything wrong with that, no offence meant, but seriously,
me.
mate.
When you get it up within
Here,
reach,
see, we've got colour.
we've got colour.
Now,
Yeah.
don't let it squirt me.
A little bit closer, and then
Arrow
we just
squid.
lift him straight up.
And he just hooked.
Now you
let's
hold
have
that
a
for
little
me.
look-see.
You hold that for
Yes.
me.
Do
Now-
not point him at me, Andrew.
Now, arrow squid are one of very, very few squid.
Ah!
Arrow squid are one of very few squid. He won't have any ink left in him, so we're fortunate there. But they can actually get around
Yes.
and grab hold of you. So they can dart out and grab what they need, drag their prey back in. They grip on with all these suction cups,
And then
and
eat them
there
with
is
the beak.
and there is their beak there, and that is.
It is
pretty
actually
much-
like a beak, isn't it?
It's like a
bird's
cockie's beak,
Yeah.
and they will take a big chunk out of you, given half a chance. But they're very prehistoric and pretty nice eating.
Very nice eating. Should have something for breakfast.
Well, speaking of which, I do have to turn the bacon.
Yeah, come on.
Okay.
Oh yes, I've got a squid. I think I've got a lovely big bend in the Texalium. And this is good. This is what we want to do, just keeping oh, there's an egg and bacon roll.
I'll just leave that.
Yeah, put that there.
Don't worry about that too much.
Won't worry too much about that. Oh.
There's a squid on that line there, Andrew. You might
Oh,
want
the
to get
squid
it
there, Andrew. Any more of these? Oh, you're hooked up, Andrew. You're on.
I think
you're
we've
on,
got
mate.
got a little cooter here.
Now this is, you know, mate. Oh,
Where is he? He's still there.
he's still there now.
I've wound him halfway. You can
No way, no. See, you're the charter skipper, and it's probably pretty rare for you to get to catch a fish.
do- Well,
isn't
it is actually.
You're always, you know,
That's why my arms are.
you got the Muppet arms. The Muppet arms have turned up on the big fella. Just stick with it. Cooter are a very powerful fish. But the reason arrow squid and cooter,
Have a look behind it. Oh no.
a heap of his mates,
Now, this is actually a perfect eating squid cooter.
there's no such thing.
No, honest. The fresh fillet of this
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
Now he's going to leave me a carpet of scales
Carpet
here.
of scales. All right. Now I'm interested to hear your.
A fresh. These used to be the mainstay of fish in the fish and chip shops back in the days
Back in the
where-
Depression.
No, up until probably the late 60s, early 70s, before the advent of flake. This is all you could get in fish and chip shops in Victoria. There's a fillet of cooter. And fresh. I actually took a fillet home about 3 weeks ago
Yes.
to refresh my memory, thinking that I was going to eat a pair of old boots, and I was very impressed. Very impressed.
You do eat blue heads,
Well, yes, I do.
and you have raw squid stuck in your mouth. I would contend that you're perhaps not a particularly discerning diner.
Oh no, I do like lovely tasting things.
Now this is good because arrow squid and cooter are what makos eat more importantly than what you eat.
Correct.
And so where we're finding them, you'll find the sharks. It follows.
I'm confident. Have a look at that trail.
Ooh.
So I'll go and put him in the pot and
So it's round to your place for tea tonight.
fresh
Fresh
cooter.
cooter. Yippee. All right, here we
Blue
have
shark,
a shark.
about 6 or 7 feet.
A blue shark, Andrew. Tell us the story of the blue shark.
Also known as the blue dog, Nick.
The blue, dog.
They're not a wonderful sport fish. It has
Well,
to be
let's see. We've never
they're
actually
good.
caught one on the program.
No, we haven't.
He's,
It's great shark fishing because you're just sitting here, you know, chatting about things, and then all of a sudden,
Out of
nowhere,
comes that.
that.
Now have a look at that. Isn't that just majestic?
It really
They're
is.
an awesome
That
thing,
is
aren't they?
beautiful. There, he's a good 7 foot from tip to tail. That one, I would say.
They're an awesome,
And
awesome thing.
the blue shark's quite an inquisitive fella. He'll happily stay around for a little bit of time so we can get some pictures of him. He's not likely to rush off like
No,
the
he shouldn't
mako.
do. He'll. They've got very, very poor eyesight as the blue.
Right.
But their smell is absolutely fantastic. So he'll stay around where it's nice and smelly.
And he's doing well, staying out in the sun for us there. So this is shark fishing, Victorian shark fishing,
That's
and
straight sharks, eh?
and we've been sitting. The Burley Trail's been out there for sort of 2.5 hours or thereabouts.
That's a beautiful looking thing. He's
I suppose we
probably
better catch
6 foot. And he's in good nick too.
Now, Hardy, I'll happily let you do the honours here on the dog.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Now,
Pop that bait in there. Now he can't see it.
you can't see it, but he can smell it.
Well, he can smell something else. Another bit of the burley.
He's a nice, healthy fish, isn't he?
Look at him, he's sleek.
And we've got him.
Hold it down deep.
Well, you've caught a shark, Hardy.
I've got a shark on. And
That Texalium is absolutely looking sensational. I'll tell you, that's not a bad little run for a.
he's just woken up to the fact that he's not.
He's unhappy. You've made him unhappy.
Well, good.
There he is. All right, well, we'll Obviously we'll let him go as soon as we can bring him boat side, but how's he feeling? Hardy, you've caught plenty of makos in your day. How does the blue shark?
Yeah.
Lot slower.
Like a sack of
Gumboot.
potatoes.
Yeah.
No, they're good though.
Being a bit dogged.
He's being a bit stubborn, the old blue dog. I mean, it's a big fish that we're dealing with, isn't it?
That's exactly
Well,
right.
he's not small. He'll be up around, I reckon, probably about 60, 70 kg.
Yeah.
And they've got big, long pectoral fins so they can hook in.
And just sit down there in the current and give themselves a bit of a rest.
Yeah. What, anyone who wants to come and give shark fishing a go, this sort of stuff, I mean, you only really need a trailer boat, don't you? But, you know, what tips would you give them?
Pick the weather for being out in Bass Strait for one.
Yep.
For two, just have a good amount of burley, a little bit of lot, a good surface trail with a bit of tuna oil. That's always a good thing to have. But persistence. Quite often you can sit out here all day and not see one.
Yeah.
We've been fortunate today. We've seen a mako to start with, and now a blue. So that's quite a healthy start to the day. But just persistence.
You've got to have confidence, don't you, in that what you're doing will eventually work.
Well,
because after 4 hours, it is easy to give up.
Oh, for sure. But it doesn't take long to get the old adrenaline pumping, does it?
You don't remember the time waiting, do you?
No.
Just remember the shark. And there he is, the blue dog, the blue shark.
And
He's a big fish.
he is a big fish. Now, Andrew, you're going to just cut that wire close and he'll spit that hook over the next couple of days?
He will get that hook in the next 2 or 3 days. That'll be gone. It's only in the side of his mouth.
And close as you can. It's a big fish, make no mistake about that.
Big blue dog.
There he goes. Oh, and it's not easy, bit of fencing. And snip him off.
Away he goes.
And away he goes. Thank you, Mr. Blue.
Thank you, Mr. Blue. Stop calling them blue dogs, Andrew.
Sorry.
They're blue sharks.
Sorry.
They deserve your respect. They're a magnificent
I respect them.
apex predator here in Bass
They are.
Strait.
They're at the top of the food chain.
Yes, the oceanic blue shark is the gentler cousin to the crazy mako, but is still a worthwhile angling option.
Keep on banging the burley pot, and if you're patient, something big and toothy will eventually swim up the trail, and that's the great thing about shark fishing.
Proline Charters run 2 boats out of the beautiful Victorian seaside town of Sorrento.
Check them out on the web at prolinecharters.com.au.
Now, stay with us. After the break, it's off to the nation's capital to lock horns with the mythical Mud Marlin.
The Deep End, brought to you by the University of Tasmania.
The average depth of the ocean is 3.5 kilometres and light only penetrates the upper 200 metres. Living deep in that dark ocean are many mysteries, including the giant squid.
We've been doing research here for the last 7 or 8 years. A lot of our samples are basically coming from the deepwater fishery. When we're talking about squid in the Southern Ocean, it's really a food chain question. These are probably the most important animal in the Southern Ocean food chain. They sit right in the middle of the food chain. They're mainly big fish eaters. They eat a lot of fish. And then in turn, there's a whole variety of things that eat squid. As I mentioned, the toothed whales, the birds, the seals. There's a lot of predators out there of these things. The biomass of squids in the world oceans far exceeds the biomass of humans on the Earth. So that kind of puts things in perspective, yet we know so little about them. They are really an important part of our global ecosystem.
Welcome back to Hook, Line and Sinker, everybody, and it's all happening now.
Very exciting now.
We're in the nation's capital.
Well, we could be in America. Look at that. This is exciting. That's in fact the American embassy, and right at this very moment, high power decisions could be being made in that building.
George W.
could be on the phone. You wouldn't know.
That's if he's up at 4:30 in the morning in America.
Now, while a lot of important decisions get made in Canberra, we're here for big fish of a different kind.
Yes,
And
Nick, I call them mud marlin.
Yep.
And they are, of course, European carp, an introduced species here. There's choppers hovering overhead. We've got protective services over here. They've asked us to move on.
It's big business here. We've suffered one of the greatest angling defeats of our career here on Lake Burley Griffin, and we're back to a tone.
Exactly right, carp fishing.
All right, now, this is the beautiful place that we have chosen as our carping central. We got some advice from Senator Nick Minchin, who said that this is where he comes when he goes carpings on the weekend, when he's not talking about superannuation and stuff. And there's a duck. It's the sort of, what is it? I guess
It's Lake Burley Griffin.
Yeah, and the southwestern end, is that right?
Don't know. Nice spot though, pretty.
Beautiful spot.
And the bulrushes, the ducks, the water's quite clear. And we've actually seen carp leaping clear of the water.
Free jumping carp. It was very, very exciting. So we're at this stage very buoyed. We're full of enthusiasm and optimism, and just doing a bit of burleying with bread and corn. Now, last time we were here on Lake Burley Griffin, we used creamed corn.
Didn't work that well.
Didn't work that well, but this is frozen corn kernels and just.
That's right, that bill is nut. Corn in the can is even better because it's more juicy.
You don't know
We
that.
couldn't find it.
You don't know that.
I do. Don't eat all the burley. That was a carp, just jumped out of the water, clear of the water. Not telling lies.
Canberra's mud marlin.
That's just Nick going back to sit in the car. We haven't caught a carp yet, which isn't unusual for us. I wouldn't say that we're the world's best carp anglers or coarse anglers. Last time we were in Canberra fishing Lake Burley Griffin, we didn't catch a carp then either, but we did see some of the interesting locals. This is nice. It's lovely. It's a rat. A rat. It's nice, isn't it? Fishing with rats. I like it. That was nice. I love it here.
All right, tackle time on the show now, joined by Michael Bell, the marketing guru at Wilson, who knows a lot about fishing lines and belly fishing lines. Come a long way in 10 years, and this is about the pinnacle of it, the Mustard Dynamite Ultra Braid.
Yep, definitely the most advanced braid on the market today. Mustard have put a lot of time and effort into developing this, and they've really hit the nail on the head.
Now, a couple of features of this line, it's very tightly woven, so it performs well.
Yeah, it's more compact than other braids. It's got more pitches per centimetre. It helps the line to lay down the reel better, eliminates wind knots when you're doing repetitive multiple casts.
And of course it has a special coating which helps with knot strength.
Yeah, it's a thermo-fixed coating. It's fused into the braid. It helps to give it like really good abrasion resistance, but it also helps to really increase knot strength.
So the line comes in two colours. It obviously comes in a range of breaking strains. Folks, if you are doing a bit of soft plastic fishing and that sort of high-end sport fishing, check it out. Mustard Ultra Braid Dynamite.
Don't give up, you know it's never been easy.
Oh, you should have seen that. We just had our rod precariously placed. Oh, my radio mic got a bit wet too.
Look at you.
Look at me, I'm covered in the slime.
Just watch what you're doing. Don't lose this cup.
The slime, the ooze.
Don't give up.
Don't give up. We have got a fish on here, ladies and gents.
Fish of a lifetime.
Look at it run backwards and forth in scything runs across the top.
These things?
The mud marlin. Oh, gee.
They call them the mud marlin, Nick. You might have to wade in there
Now,
and get him.
you might need our camera in there. Oh,
Get in there. You're going to have to get in there.
I'm going to have to get in there.
Get in there. get in.
I'm going to get in.
You right?
Oh,
You right?
just don't pull me over.
You're in.
I'm in Lake Burley Griffin. It's snaky and carpy.
Now what we've done is moved location.
Oh, this is a cracking fish. Oh no, get out of there. Get out, get out, get out. Oh, it's getting near me. Look at it. Look at it. How repulsive. It's not played out, it's green too. It's a green carp. Hardy, you'll have to land it. Touch me. Oh, what a glorious fish.
Yes!
The wait, the eternal waiting on the banks of Lake. I'm getting out of here. That's disgusting. My rod quite literally went in. You won't mistake it when you get a good carp on. Gee, that's exciting. Oh, don't let it go back in there. You're not allowed to put these things back.
I'm not touching it.
Mate,
Well done.
I've caught it. This is horrendous. But, oh, it pains me to do that. But that is the carp, the European introduced pest species that is becoming an icon here in Canberra. Wowee. Oh. I'll find something to conk it on the head with. Because yes, they're a pest species, so you don't put them back in. But gee, I just can't really recommend that highly enough.
What a fish and what a fishery. Believe it or not, carp fishing is becoming quite popular in some of our inland waterways.
The best way to catch them is to ask someone else to do it for you.
If you're still tempted to give it a go, lie down in a thicket of stinging nettles and beat yourself over the head with a cricket bat until unconscious. That should kill the urge.
Yep, there you go. Carping in Canberra at the iconic Lake Burley Griffin. Andrew, your thoughts, please.
Never give up, Nick. Never, ever, ever, ever give up.
We're going to
Because-
give up.
Yeah, let's give up.
The sun is setting low here in the nation's capital. The politicians will soon be out on the prowl. It's time for us to skedaddle. That's the end of Hook, Line and Sinker for this week. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again next time.
Good show.
Great show.
that one.
Top stuff.
I'll wind this in now.
Hook, line and sinker goes to sea in the mighty Bar Crusher 640C.
Bar Crusher, smooth, tough, plate aluminium boats.
Power comes by the way of the awesome Yamaha F200 4-stroke.
Yamaha, make it the heart of your boat.
And when we fish, it's with quality Wilson tackle.
Since 1946, Wilson, the Australian tackle company.
Don't forget to check us out on the web at www.fishnet.com.au.